Hi, this is David Lamb. We're going to just walk through lead nurturing for Mitsubishi and for mini splits. I just wanted to sort of review where we are to date. We've spent the last month or so looking at lead generation and then how to generate lead generation plans both with the Mitsubishi new products and programs and also our sort of 4-program book. So hopefully you're in a position where you at least have some sense of how you're going to generate those leads. But then, we want to look at how people progress at different paces and how to keep those leads alive as they go at different rates from very quick to much slower, and those are harder to manage. So a quick lead recap. We talked about where Mitsubishi is spending their money in terms of product awareness, brand awareness, and it's really around comfort seekers and tech seekers. So obviously we need to align our local campaigns in line with that, so that we're starting to see a 1 + 1 = 3, not 1 + 1 = 1. There's four areas that you can get those leads from. It's your service department, it's customer referrals, existing customers, and new customers. With the general election coming up and so much noise around trying to get through to new customers, if you guys are anything like me, your inbox is probably stuffed full with all sorts of campaign information. It's difficult to reach new customers. So, certainly for the time being, you probably want to be focusing on service department, customer referrals, and existing customers. And that would be your local lead gen. Service department's always been a great source of lead generation. They're that trusted individual in the home. Some guys are now starting to use these sorts of surveys to collect that information and see what the opportunities are. You can have the text leave behind trifold or whatever around the product to start that education process. One of the other great ones is referrals. Pearsfeld's will co-op a referral program. We'd need to see the process of the referral program, and it must be very auditable so that we can make sure it's not open to abuse. But if you are thinking about that, please contact me and we can look at how to set that up. So, you can reach your existing customers both traditionally and in the newer ways, email, Facebook, etc., and hopefully both. A good direct mail campaign would consist of at least 3 drops to customers within that 8 to 10 week period. You need to touch them more than once to sort of generate that action. Here's a nice example of an offer, who to go to, how much off, maybe because of the rebates, and a monthly rate. Here's a nice one, again, using the same sort of information, but maybe more focused on comfort seekers. So, we've talked about the buyer's journey a couple of times. I'm going to quickly review that as well. One of the key things I think to recognize is how much now research and decision making is taking place before there's any actual physical contact with a person providing service. If appliances are our closest, and maybe electronics, I don't know, automotive, but we're in that sort of half the market is making a considerable part of their decision before they pick up the phone to call you. So, having that ability to connect through your website in a meaningful way and help them collect that information so that they select you as the trusted vendor becomes more and more important. So, I think stepping back, what are the differences between a mini split sale and our traditional HVAC systems? And I think that the most obvious one, and it's probably been staring me in the face for a long time, and I haven't explicitly said this, it's not a break-fix market. This is a new emerging market, and where homeowners probably still are trying to figure out what a mini split is, how it works, where it works, why it's good, etc. So that education process is much more important than, oh my God, my system's broke and I'm really hot, I need a cooling solution now. So having the right information and helping the homeowner walk through their needs and how you can be the best solution provider in a very light sales manner becomes more and more important. And really you should consider this as a new revenue stream opportunity in the home rather than just a replacement system. And if you think about what Mitsubishi is doing, they're providing much of that sort of brand awareness and sort of high-level education. But then what we're looking for the dealer to do is provide the application solutions to fill the need that's been created by Mitsubishi. And this then sort of plays into, I think that Mitsubishi is creating those marketing leads that are hopefully landing on your web page. But then, how are you moving them through to being a sales lead? And that sort of lead nurturing becomes very important as people's behavior changes and that information collection and understanding of their needs, particularly in such a new market like mini splits, will determine who's successful and who's not. So, the awareness stage is, making people aware that there is this type of technology that you can have a home that has all its needs met, not just some of them, and sort of then starting to provide some information on the considerations level. So looking at the awareness stage, and what I've done is I've taken a look at NETR, which is a $3 million business out of Boston. Mike Capuccio's the principal there. Some of you guys have probably met him. He's certainly been down here to give some seminars on how he runs his business. But looking at what he provides a homeowner, one of the first places he tries to land people is his learning center. And really there's no hard sale. It's why choose? How does ductless work? And we can click on that. And he shows all the zoning opportunities, like the fact that he even has his truck there. Look at the different zoning. Talks about the technology. You can visit the video library of different homes. There's not a hard sale there. But what he's done is he's providing useful, digestible information that the homeowner can use. And then he's saying why ductless. Again, it's another educational piece. You can contact the guys for a free consultation. You can learn around all the how it saves you money and rebates, etc. But there's lots of digestible, useful information. So we move to the consideration phase. How's he supporting the consideration stage? And he allows you to actually come out and download a ductless brochure. So you can actually get your product guide. Again, now he's asking for information. And really what he's trying to do is get your email address so that you're building an email database of people interested in ductless. Maybe, one of the things I know a lot of people are interested in is how does it install? What are the different styles? Get your consultation if you want. But again, useful, digestible information that helps people understand what's happening, what will happen to their home. And the nice thing about this is he's also educating the homeowner so that there's less education when you actually go out to meet them, which cuts down the sales time of your call. Then decision stage. So maybe you want to provide something that's specific on the type of problem that they're seeing in their home. And there's a picture of a sunroom. And he's got a button that you can actually click on for applications and for additions, etc. So the homeowner can start to see their problem being solved by a product that Mike's offering. I'm a big proponent of actually having something that manages people's cost expectations. And if people download that, that's a real indication that they're ready to buy. And you don't have to give away the home, you know, the kitchen sink and everything. I think you can have some fairly simple, a simple install at a very low cost, and you can have a fairly expensive installation as well. I would maybe even just show it as a monthly payment for both, and explain, you know, that there is solutions all the way in between as well, depending on their need. But really what you're trying to do is provide enough information that disqualifies the people that have a pricing and budget for window shakers, as well as understand who is now interested in buying. From what I'm hearing from the various folks that are sort of implementing this type of approach, that their close rate on folks that download a price guideline is over 80%. And then there's some just simple tactics hopefully most people are using, you know, the use that the rebates are closing. Our rebates close November 15th. That should give people a, you know, kind of, by now you're going to miss the rebates. You know, special offers, manufacturers discounts. There is some financing specials that Mitsubishi are running till the end of the year again that can give people an incentive to buy and move forward. If I had to look at, you know, that sort of how I would structure it as a life, sort of like kind of sales cycle, is, you know, get people to maybe download the product guide, how ductless works, the cost of a ductless system in terms of just a broad brush, financing and rebates. So if there's some specific case studies, and I'm a big proponent of showing, you know, if you know you have certain systems that you sell for certain applications, then you want a white paper on that they can download. And if you know you sell that in specific areas, so you have what I call a hotspot location for a specific application, if you can combine those, then people seeing their problem in a similar location to them means they're much more likely to choose you as the solution vendor. So how does your online presence support a homeowner looking for information? How are you keeping those people interested in progressing them down the pipeline? What information can you provide so that you get their contact information? And really one of the, you know, the broader strategies you want to be adopting is how are you building your email list? How are you showing, you know, problems similar to what the homeowner's facing with application solutions? And that, you know, again, echoing that from a geographic and as well as application perspective. And the broader question you want to be answering is, does my online presence help me be a trusted vendor with a homeowner? Does it make me seem credible? And you know the answers, because I think you're facing these in the everyday ways when you're in the homeowner's home. So how are you tracking your prospects? Do you know where they are? Do you know how fast they're progressing? What do you do with homeowners that are stalled? How are you going to kind of keep them engaged? Maybe there's maybe their daughter has just crashed and written off their car, and so while they want to buy, they've just had a financial priority intercede, but in a year's time they'd be ready to buy again. So kind of keeping them engaged with useful information that's not sales related, that's not product related, so that they will come back to you at a later date is a useful tactic there. Understanding what is in the home on a broader perspective is also important. So what system do they have? How old is it? What condition is it in? What IAQ possibilities are there? Do they have a humidifier? If not, that's something you can propose. Do they have a wireless a connected thermostat? If not, that's something you can propose. So understanding what your broader revenue opportunities are. Do they have hot spots, cold spots in the home? There's an opportunity with a ductless solution. And having all that documented so everyone knows who's saying what and you're all on the same page. And if they've said no 3 times, you probably don't want to raise it again. What I did do was I sort of downloaded a little YouTube on Salesforce, which is the premier CRM system. I think it gives you a good sense of how that might work and be of value to your business.
Fast. In this digital age, everyone and everything is connected, transforming the way we interact with our customers. Salesforce makes easy-to-use, cloud-based business applications that help you stay connected to your customers, prospects, partners, and more. It is the world's #1 CRM platform, enabling businesses to sell, service, and market like never before. It's the customer success platform, helping you to connect to your customers in a whole new way. With Sales Cloud, you'll always have the information you need to close deals, collaborate and sell as a team, manage contacts and track opportunities from first contact to final handshake. Service Cloud allows you to deliver a world-class customer service experience, track customer activity across every channel from online to online, increase agent productivity, and resolve issues fast to keep customers truly satisfied. With Marketing Cloud, you can create personalized one-to-one customer journeys and powerful multi-channel marketing campaigns that generate leads and drive sales. And with Community Cloud, you can build vibrant, engaging communities that help customers, partners, and employees help themselves and each other. Make quicker, smarter decisions with Analytics Cloud. Turn big data into a big advantage by uncovering new insights and taking action instantly from any device. With App Cloud, you can build modern, employee and customer-facing apps that engage and excite, all within a secure, trusted, and instantly mobile environment. And now, with IoT Cloud, you can connect all your data from the Internet of Things to the rest of Salesforce for better insights and real-time customer actions. And because Salesforce is cloud-based, all of your information is up to date, in real time, and available wherever you are. So you can even run your entire business from your phone. This is the world's leading enterprise cloud ecosystem. This is the customer success platform. This is Salesforce.
So getting all your information in one place, understanding what your customer has, who said what when, so you can vary what you're saying and not ask the same question repeatedly, can improve certainly your interaction with your customers, and you can look at how you increase your revenue per household. Salesforce is probably the Rolls-Royce of CRMs, and is quite expensive, $50–$60 when I last looked at it, which was a good few years ago. It could be considerably more now. But there are many other options on the CRM level. I just found this last week. It's Business News Daily Review of CRM Software, and like they say, Salesforce, the largest player in the market. But there's some other ones. There's even some free software out there. So you can pick, based on what your needs are, the right product. And boy, are there a lot of products out there. I used Commence in another role. I've used Act, and I've used Goldmine. I thought Commence was certainly better than Act and Goldmine. It was relatively simple to implement. We've got people who use HubSpot, and people seem pretty happy with that. That's good for very much, automating a lot of that electronic interaction that you have with people. But as you can see, there's a great set of choices. Let's skip that. So, looking at where we are, hopefully, we've provided you with enough information to have a marketing plan to drive leads, and that's focused around technology and comfort seekers. We'd recommend that you're looking within that. Who are your customers? Who do you have service contracts with that are engaged customers that maybe fall into these two segments that you can start to try and sell them Mitsubishi? What are your previous customers, so that at least they recognize you as a brand that you could try and engage with. New customers, I think it's going to be difficult till the new year. So what offers are you using to generate those leads? So are you doing financing? Are you doing special offers? Are you putting the rebates out there? And are you, in terms of the channel you're communicating, we'd recommend both, not just direct mail or wall hangers or bill stuffers, but also email, Facebook, etc., and that it's a consistent message. And part of that strategy is to drive people to your website if you can't get them to call you, so that they can find out more information. So what is a mini split? How does it help them be more comfortable? How do you install it, etc.? The other thing to be very aware of is what's happening in terms of online reviews, and making sure that for all your hard work, that you're not being scuppered by one very angry customer where maybe there was an issue. And you need to track all of this, so that the guy who moves very quickly, they're the easy ones. There's a whole set of customers that may take 18 months. And how are you keeping them engaged, knowing where they are? What else can you put in front of them that keeps them thinking of you as the person they want to work with when they're ready to purchase? All right. And I don't think we have any questions, so that concludes the webinar.